An anthology of readings of Almighty God's words. You are all so base in character. You all sit in seats of elegance, lecturing those of younger generations who are of your ilk, and having them all sit with you. How could you not know that your descendants long ago ran out of breath and lost my work? My glory shines from the land of the east to the land of the west. Yet when it spreads to the ends of the earth and begins to rise and shine forth, I will take my glory from the east and bring it to the west, so that the people of darkness, who have abandoned me in the east, will be deprived of illumination from then on. When that happens, you will live in the valley of shadow. Even though people these days are 100 times better than before, they still cannot meet my requirements, and they still are not a testimony to my glory. That you are able to be 100 times better than before is entirely an outcome of my work. It is the fruit born of my work on earth. However, I still feel disgusted with your words and deeds, as well as with your character, and I feel incredible resentment toward how you act before me, for you do not have any understanding of me. How then can you come to live out my glory? And how can you be utterly loyal to my future work? Your faith is very beautiful. You say that you are willing to expend your entire lifetimes on behalf of my work, and that you are willing to sacrifice your lives for it. But your dispositions have not changed much. You just speak arrogantly, despite the fact that your actual behavior is very wretched. It is as though people's tongues and lips are in heaven, but their legs are way down on earth. And as a result, their words and deeds and their reputations are still in tatters and ruins. Your reputations have been destroyed. Your manner is depraved. Your way of speaking is lowly, and your lives are despicable. Even the entirety of your humanity has sunk into base lowliness. You are narrow-minded toward others, and you haggle over every little thing. You quarrel over your own reputations and status, even to the point that you are willing to descend into hell and into the lake of fire. Your current words and deeds are sufficient for me to determine that you are sinful. Your attitudes toward my work are enough for me to determine that you are unrighteous ones. And all of your dispositions are sufficient to point out that you are filthy souls that are full of abominations. Your manifestations and what you reveal are adequate to say that you are people who have drunk your fill of the blood of unclean spirits. When entering the kingdom is mentioned, you do not reveal your feelings. Do you believe that the way you are now is sufficient for you to walk through the gate to my kingdom of heaven? Do you believe that you can obtain entry into the holy land of my work and words, without your own words and deeds first being tested by me? Who can pull the wool over my eyes? How could your despicable, lowly behaviors and conversations escape my sight? Your lives have been determined by me to be lives of drinking the blood and eating the flesh of those unclean spirits, because you imitate them in front of me every day. Before me, your behavior has been particularly bad. So how could I not find you disgusting? Your words contain the impurities of unclean spirits. You deceive, coax, conceal, and flatter, just like those who engage in sorcery, and like those who are treacherous and drink the blood of the unrighteous. All of man's expressions are extremely unrighteous. So how can all people be placed in the Holy Land where the righteous are? Do you think that that despicable behavior of yours can distinguish you as being holy compared to those unrighteous ones? Your serpent-like tongue will eventually ruin this flesh of yours that wreaks destruction and carries out abominations. And those hands of yours that are covered with the blood of unclean spirits will also eventually pull your soul into hell. Why, then, do you not leap at this chance to cleanse your filth-covered hands? And why do you not take advantage of this opportunity to cut out that tongue of yours that speaks unrighteous words? Could it be that you are willing to suffer in the flames of hell for the sake of your hands, tongue, and lips? I keep watch over everyone's heart with both eyes, because long before I created mankind, I had grasped their hearts within my hands. I had long ago seen through people's hearts. So how could their thoughts escape my view? How could it not be too late for them to escape being burned by my spirit? Your lips are kinder than doves, but your heart is more sinister than that serpent of old. Your lips are as pretty even as Lebanese women, yet your heart is not kinder than theirs, and it certainly cannot compare to the beauty of the Canaanites. Your heart is so treacherous. The things I loathe are only the lips of the unrighteous and their hearts, and my requirements of people are not at all higher than what I expect of the saints. It is just that I feel repugnance for the evil deeds of the unrighteous, and I hope that they may be able to cast off their filthiness and escape from their current predicament, so that they can stand out from those unrighteous ones and live with and be holy with those who are righteous. You are in the same circumstances as I, yet you are covered with filth. You do not even contain the smallest bit of the original likeness of the humans who were created in the beginning. Moreover, because every day you imitate the likenesses of those unclean spirits, doing what they do and saying what they say, all parts of you, even your tongues and lips, are soaked in their foul water, to the point that you are entirely covered with such stains, and not a single part of you can be used for my work. It is so heartbreaking. You live in such a world of horses and cattle, yet you actually do not feel troubled. You are full of joy and live freely and easily. You are swimming around in that foul water, yet you do not actually realize that you have fallen into such a predicament. Every day, you consort with unclean spirits and interact with excrement. Your lives are quite vulgar, yet you are not actually aware that you absolutely do not exist in the human world, and that you are not in control of yourself. Do you not know that your life was long ago trampled by those unclean spirits? Or that your character was long ago sullied by foul water? Do you think you are living in an earthly paradise, and that you are in the midst of happiness? Do you not know that you have lived a life alongside unclean spirits, and that you have coexisted with everything that they have prepared for you? How could the way you live have any meaning? How could your life have any value? You have been running around for your parents, parents of unclean spirits. Yet you actually have no idea that the ones entrapping you are those parents of unclean spirits who gave birth to you and raised you. Moreover, you are not aware that all your filth was actually given to you by them. All you know is that they can bring you enjoyment. They do not chastise you, nor do they judge you, and they especially do not curse you. They have never erupted in rage at you, but treat you with affection and kindness. Their words nourish your heart and captivate you so that you become disoriented, and without realizing it, you are sucked in and willing to be of service to them, becoming their outlet and servant. You have no complaints at all, but are willing to work for them like dogs, like horses. You are deceived by them. For this reason, you have absolutely no reactions to the work that I do. No wonder you always want to secretly slip through my fingers. And no wonder you always want to use sweet words to deceitfully extract favor from me. As it turns out, you already had another plan, another arrangement. You can see a bit of my actions as the Almighty, but you do not have the least knowledge of my judgment and chastisement. You have no idea when my chastisement began. You only know how to cheat me, yet you do not know that I will not tolerate any violation from man. Since you have already made resolutions to serve me, I will not let you go. I am a God who hates evil, and I am a God who is jealous of humanity. Since you have already placed your words upon the altar, I will not tolerate your running off before my very eyes, nor will I tolerate your serving two masters. Did you think that you could have a second love after having placed your words upon my altar and before my eyes? How could I allow people to make a fool of me in such a way? Did you think that you could casually make vows and oaths to me with your tongue? How could you swear oaths by my throne, the throne of I who am Most High? Did you think that your oaths had already passed away? Let me tell you, even though your flesh might pass away, your oaths cannot. In the end, I will condemn you based upon your oaths. However, you believe that you can deal with me by placing your words before me, and that your hearts can serve unclean spirits and evil spirits. How could my wrath tolerate those dog-like, pig-like people who cheat me? I must carry out my administrative decrees and wrest back from the hands of unclean spirits all of those stuffy, pious ones who have faith in me so that they might wait on me in a disciplined fashion. Be my oxen, be my horses, and be at the mercy of my slaughtering. I will have you pick up your previous determination and serve me once again. I will not tolerate any creation that cheats me. Did you think that you could just wantonly make requests and lie in front of me? Did you think that I had not heard or seen your words and deeds? How could your words and deeds not have been in my view? How could I ever allow people to deceive me like that? I have been among you, associating with you for several springs and falls. I have lived among you for a long time, and have lived with you? How much of your despicable behavior has slipped away right in front of my eyes? Those heartfelt words of yours are constantly echoing in my ears. Millions and millions of your aspirations have been laid upon my altar, too many even to be counted. However, as for your dedication and what you expend, you give not even one iota. You do not place even a tiny drop of sincerity upon my altar. Where are the fruits of your belief in me? You have received endless grace from me, and you have seen endless mysteries from heaven. I have even shown you the flames of heaven, but I have not had the heart to burn you. Nevertheless, how much have you given me in return? How much are you willing to give to me? With the food I have given to you in hand, you turn around and offer it to me, even going so far as to say that it was something you got in return for the sweat of your own hard work, and that you are offering me all that you own. How can you not know that your contributions to me are all just things that have been stolen from my altar? Moreover, now you are offering them to me. Are you not cheating me? How can you not know that what I enjoy today are all the offerings upon my altar, and not what you have earned from your hard work and then offered up to me? You actually dare to cheat me this way. So how can I pardon you? How can you expect me to endure this any longer? I have given everything to you. I have opened everything up to you, provided for your needs, and opened your eyes, yet you cheat me like this, ignoring your consciences. I have selflessly bestowed everything upon you, so that even though you suffer, you still have gained from me everything that I have brought from heaven. In spite of this, you have no dedication at all, and even if you have made a tiny contribution, you try to settle accounts with me afterward. Will your contribution not amount to nothing? What you have given to me is a mere grain of sand, yet what you have asked of me is a ton of gold. Are you not simply being unreasonable? I work amongst you. There is absolutely no trace of the 10% that I should be given, let alone any additional sacrifices. Furthermore, that 10% contributed by those who are devout is seized by the wicked. Are you not all scattered from me? Are you not all antagonistic toward me? Are you not all wrecking my altar? How could such people be seen as treasures in my eyes? Are they not the swine and dogs that I loathe? How could I refer to your evil-doing as a treasure? For whom is my work actually done? Could it be that its purpose is just to strike you all down to reveal my authority? Do your lives not all hinge upon a single word from me? Why is it that I am only using words to instruct you, and have not turned words into facts to strike you down as soon as I could? Is the purpose of my words and work merely to strike down mankind? Am I a God who indiscriminately kills the innocent? Right now, how many of you are coming before me with your entire being to seek the right path of human life? It is just your bodies that are in front of me. Your hearts are still at large and are far, far away from me. Because you do not know what my work actually is, there are a number of you who wish to depart from me and distance yourselves from me, hoping instead to live in a paradise where there is no chastisement or judgment. Is this not what people wish for in their hearts? I certainly am not trying to compel you. Whatever path you take is your own choice. Today's path is one accompanied by judgment and curses. But you should all know that all that I have bestowed upon you, whether it be judgments or chastisements, are the best gifts I can grant you, and they are all things that you urgently need.